Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Can you hear me? Okay, that's fine. It's too dark now. I had the problem with internet, that's why. Oh, hello, how you doing? How are you doing, Carmageddon? How is everybody doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. It's been a long time without seeing you because I have not entered in live stream. I was a little bit busy, that's why. But how you guys are doing? How is the life? Yeah, I know that. I know. What gonna be the today topic? Uh, well, I like to talk about the zoonotic parasites in human, which transmitted from pets. I would like to talk, but depends. Maybe I will find a better day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the lighting because it's quite a bit dark here, and I don't think that it will be the best. Hello, how you doing? So it will be like this pretty much. I would like to talk about the zoonotic parasites which transmit from pets to the human. Did you change your profile picture on Facebook? In which one? In my Facebook? No, I don't think so. I do not think so that I changed it. I barely enter in Facebook. I'm not entering regularly in the Facebook, to be honest. That's why. So I barely go in Facebook. Because I have to use VPN. Now I'm in Russia and you cannot use very freely the Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. That's why. So I barely enter in Facebook. But in Facebook, I'm not so active, to be honest. I just have it, but I barely enter in using that. That's why. Probably fake profile. I don't think. Did they open a profile? Are you talking about mm, my personal profile? Because I just have one. I don't know that other people open another one. What I'm doing in Russia. Oh, my family is in Russia. My wife is from Russia. That's why. I'm in Russia. So I don't know. Let's talk, or let's make it an open live stream today, and maybe I'm gonna find a better lighting because I don't like the lighting, and to talk about the zoonotic parasites, which is very hot topic, and it's very serious for the animal owners, pet owners. It's very important. So I'm gonna share some information, but I want to find better day. I don't like this. Let's make it open conversation. Just if you have any personal conversation, any personal question that we have to talk, let's go. I'm ready to answer. And after, I'm gonna find a better day, better time, and I'm gonna notice in the YouTube channel, in the community, when I'm gonna be live and talk a little bit because I have to talk seriously for this question, for this topic about the zoonotic parasites. I was going to ask you if you could give us some of the knowledge on Romanian dog breed. Well, which one of them? Because they have some different, the Romanian dog breed. Are you talking about the Carpathian Shepherd, the Raven Shepherd, Meoritic Shepherd? Which one? Which one you want to talk? Because they have some line. Okay, on the Facebook post there is a black and tan dog and they are saying pure Kangal. Is there a black and tan Kangal? No, I don't think there are black and tan Kangal. There are gray one, uh, and the majority which are with black mask. Black and tan, no. They are not pure Kangal. They can be from aboriginal line, but not Kangal. Because Kangal you have to understand that it's actually a standard breed. Well, people can say a lot of stuff, so there are many dogs, especially from the aboriginal or landrace dog, that possess and present the anatomy of Kangal, which and they have some different color, but Kangal it's almost a solid breed. It's actually selected well. It's a standard now. You're welcome. Which one you like? Well, I like it all. If they has to do with livestock guardian or with guardian, I like it all of them. Привет. Phil said hello, I'm back. Welcome back, Phil. How you doing? So Meoritic, I like it a lot. This not all the people or the majority of people of viewers doesn't know what are Meoritic Shepherd. Okay, damn it, the light. That's why. So I like Meoritic Shepherd, a lot of them, a lot because it's very good working dog, and it's play very good role in the guardian of the livestock in Romania. For sure, the most standard one or the most uh, prevalent dog is the Carpathian, the Raven dog, which is the black brother of this Highlander, which has the deep root in the Black Sea with the Sharplanina Karadenis dog and those kind of Highlander dog. Oh, Bella, hello, how you doing today? What can you do to make your dog to protect, to be more alert? I got Rottweiler. I got good come around. Well, first of all, it's very important what puppy you select or what dog you select, because the alert of the dog, the awareness of the dog uh, in their territory mostly is genetic. Puppy are born with this awareness, with this vigilant, being a watchdog. You cannot make a dog that is not vigilant to be bit more vigilant. You have to understand this. Uh, so it's very important to select a puppy or a dog, to pay attention to the bloodline or to the pedigree. What you can call a pedigree, I can call a bloodline. So it's very important to focus on parent. It's very important. If the parent are alert, are dog that are always good as a watchdog in the territory, it's important, and you can select good puppy from them. To make them more alert, maybe you can provoke with human suit, put some suit, and you can provoke the dog to be more alert, more aggressive in their territory. Provoke the dog, test the dog, wear the suit, put pressure on dogs. So let's to be with a fancy the other human to provoke the dog. So to make a little bit more alert the dog to be, and do it this for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks it's important, even 3 weeks. So every other day, if it's possible, test the dog. Dane Robertson, do you even lift? What do you mean by lifting? Lifting weight? I can't stop for chat as I'm busy. Have a good day, bro. Luca Brasi, thank you very much. You too. So pretty much is like that. If the dog is alert dog, it's like that. Is in the dog personality, it's in the dog traits, in the dog behavior. If the dog is kind of the silly dog, you have to understand that those silly dog are has the tendency to be a little bit naive. So the bend of the dog temperament, it's very important. You can do such, you can adapt a training like doing this, provoking the dog, pushing the dog to be a little bit more alert, more aggressive, even toward human, and it will be naturally towards predators too, like coyotes or other predators. But this must be a little bit in the dog nature, in the dog's personality, to be alert. It is very important. It's because if the dog is indifferent, so he will not react so much, because in his traits in the dog personality to be indifferent, to be playful, to be silly. You have to understand this. But usually, how I made it a little bit dog more awareness to strangers. We provoke them. We provoke a lot. So it's the fancy between the dog and the other person, and you can provoke. You can provoke with sticks. You can provoke making loud, making the dog aggressive if you want the dog to be more awareness about the territory. And you have to put this pressure every other days, at least for 3 weeks. At least for 3 weeks. If the dog, you're gonna see if the dog will react toward the provocation of human. You can ask your friends, but your friends should has never seen your dog. Put some sweet mask or do whatever you want just to make the dog more awareness. And you have to be in the dog side to encourage the dog. It's very important. And you have to do it in different time. This at night, during that night. It's very important, not only daily. Do this, and if the dog has the tendency to be a good guardian, he will show up more easily and more fast. Depend how old is your dog. If the dog is full mature or is still a puppy, you have to give me some more information to give you a better answer about these problems that you have. I don't know how clear I was in that. It's very important if you have a dog, a guardian dog must have the guardian instinct. It's very important. If the dog doesn't show any guardian instinct, that's a problem. And it's difficult or sometimes impossible that you can do something to wake up that guardian instinct that doesn't exist in dogs sometimes, which is pity. But it happens in some puppy, in some dogs. They are very calm, they are very polite with animals and with human too. I think my dog is not a dog but a rabbit. He doesn't he doesn't run, he jump. Well, dogs has different personality like human too. You have to understand this. And depend if they are breed and bred like a pet. If they are bred like a working dog, the probability to be a good working dog is higher than from the from the dogs that are bred like a pet. You have to understand this. Doesn't mean only the breed of the dog, but it's important the manner of breeding too. And who is the breeding? Who is the breeder? I'm talking Maltese. They all jump. I know about Maltese. And I was just talking about, I think was Phil that made that question about he got Oh, hold on a second, guys. It's like a light out. Oh, that's why I didn't want to make the live streaming this time. I will do it a little bit earlier next time. I don't want this light. I want to be with the lights. Maybe a noon time. It will be better. Usually the Rottweiler, they have good guardian instinct. The majority of them. Depends. Some of them has the tendency to be a little bit silly, but the majority of the Rottweilers has the tendency to be good guardian dog for their own territory. But in the same time, you can put some pressure on them, like what I said, and I think the dog will be more alert about the presence of other people, for the stranger, even other animals. It will make the dog more alert. It will make the dog to react and to be more focused, not just to sleep, to find a place and just sleeping. So to patrol at night, it's very important. Well, who has other question? The problem that I can give a suggestion? Behavior problem, healthy problems about pet, or even have healthy problems about livestock animal, not just pet. I think next time I will announce when I will be live. It's very important too. So who has a question, who has something that worry about pets on, or just being in my live stream and get knowledge, and we're gonna discuss a topic about zoonotic parasites in human. What should I do when a neighbor can of course visit my yard and growl at me and wants to bite? Well, do you have your Nagazi? Release your dog if you have the Nagazi, or are you in the town? Now in Tbilisi. Are you talking about where? But in Eastern, I was in Eastern Georgia. So this kind of course is you have to protect. So release your dog if you have your Nagazi. Release to protect their territory, because another dog, a neighbor dog, come in your yard and bully you. This is ridiculous. Or are you talking about the in Tbilisi? Well, what I will suggest is talk with the owner of the dog. If you are talking about you are in Tbilisi, so let's what's the problem with that? Let your dog to protect your territory if it's good dog. Let the dog to protect the territory. Let your dog to protect the house. How other strange dog can come in the house and can do such things? This doesn't make sense. Well, first of all, I'm gonna suggest talk with the owner of Cane Corso. Talk with the owner. raise the problem, say your dog come and this and that, or we're gonna have problems set. So you're gonna fix this problem, or should I fix this problem? If the owner will be a little bit, how can I say, naive or neglect or doesn't care, okay, let your dog to do the job if the dog is mature. Or take a paper spray or something like that. Make the dog not to come inside again. Because it's ridiculous to come and bark and to threat to show that he gonna try to bite you. This is a little bit unacceptable. Especially if I was in your place, I will release my dog to take care about, to give a education lesson about this kind of course that come in my yard and do like this. Hold on a second. What is this? Yeah, it's in my territory. It is strange. When it fits your territory, first try to talk with the owner. If the owner is reasonable person, if the owner want to fix it in a peaceful way without creating any other problems, well, talk to the owner of the dog. Talk to the owner. Say the situation is like this. What we gonna do? Because I cannot go out in my yard. I cannot do because your dog come and attack me. Talk to the owner. She neglect. She neglect. Well, if she neglect, it's a problem. You have to protect yourself and you have to prevent yourself by being beat by this dog. Maybe if you can get the paper spray or something like that. Not too harmful, this dog. But if this dog is stubborn, ask your dog. Maybe you have to release a little bit your dog to protect the territory because well, I understand your concern about this dog, but the problem is this doesn't make sense. If I was in your place, because this dog need a warning. Okay, so at night he's free and patrolling. I understand. This Cane Corso is patrolling during the day only. During day, guests were coming. Oh, he's free and visit you. So all the time he's aggressive with you. So he, this, uh-huh. But still you cannot trust this dog. I understand this. But if you try to scare the dog, how the dog will react if you get us? It's very aggressive. He need a punishment. Oh, this dog need to be punished or need to be in chain. Because he can be aggressive not toward you, but even toward children or teenagers that can be in that area. owner did not socialize him. Well, it's not just the owner, it's mostly the dog personality. It's not just socialize or not socialize. Some dog has those kind of temperament, so it's not just being socialized or not socialized. If the dog is aggressive, it's unpredictable and should not be trusted. And what I will suggest is talk one more time. Hold on a second. This is the last time when it was. Yes, all neighbor are afraid cause he's aggressive with all of them. I definitely will. Did this dog had beaten a person around the area? He attacked any man on or woman or children before? Has he attacked? I'm talking about beaten. Maybe. Well, it's a problem a little bit the dog like that to be unleashed in the village. It's problem. It's really problem. It's very important, honestly, that this dog to be tight in leash if it has this kind of temperament. Foxy, hi, how you doing? Well, I suggest you to talk one more time with the owner if you have any paper spray to do it like that. If not, release your dog to protect you and to protect the territory. Because doesn't make sense. But I will suggest first to talk one more time with the owner. Say that this situation is like this. What you gonna do with your dog? Because this dog is terrorize all the villager. Tell you this is the problem. This and that. I cannot go in my yard. People that not cannot come in my place because it happened like that. So I have a white German Shepherd. It's often off leash, but it's very friendly. Well, that's a different scenario. When it's a friendly dog, it's friendly dog, but he has to, she has to deal with the aggressive dog of the neighbor. It's very important if you have an aggressive dog, do not release, or at least even if you go out, put a muzzle on the dog. You cannot fully trust the dog. It's an animal. You have to understand this. You cannot fully trust an animal. We cannot trust even human people. How you can trust an animal? It's depend of the situation. Depend different scenario can happen in that time. That's why. Oh, what breed is the aggressive dog? It's a Cane Corso. In Georgia, there is a law to have a big dog on muzzle. What is very important to have a big dog on muzzle. But not only big dog on muzzle, but every dog that is possible, especially depend of the breed, predisposed by the breed to be aggressive. They must be with muzzle outside. That's dangerous. Well, yeah, the aggressive dog are dangerous. and it say you're gonna pay a big fine. Okay, that's okay, but still, I don't think that the law it's so effectively so in Georgia. I don't believe in that they're gonna pay like this and that. It's important that people to be awareness what they have and to avoid the problems, to avoid the accident, because it can happen. Connect also can be very dangerous if aggressive. Hello, are you a dog trainer? Actually, not just a dog trainer. My profession is veterinarian, an expert in the livestock and expert of livestock guardian dog too. So it's not just a dog trainer. I'm a dog breeder. I'm overall a complete, not just dog trainer. Cannot consider myself just a dog trainer. But yes, I have training dog. I know the dog behavior. People pay, even a guy was condemned to 3 years in prison for killing a Rottweiler. Okay, that's a different kind of story. Well, it's important. I suggest that. So you are a dog. Yes. Well, I cannot consider myself like that. I just know I've studied dog behavior. I've deal with dogs. I've training dog, but I'm gonna not consider those kind of dog whisper of something like that. No, please. I do not believe like that. So many people call themselves like that. So the dogs are not a joke. If you have to deal with aggressive dog or a man biter, he gonna bite. You cannot do nothing. You cannot stop that behavior on dog. So that's kind of ridiculous thing that people can say and can come and can go guarantee to change something which doesn't exist to change. Some temperament in dog cannot be changed. It's the same like some temperament in people in human cannot be changed. So you have to understand this. Like a Kevin Richard is a lion whisperer. Well, he's not a lion whisperer. He has just raised them. Uh, You have to understand this. To raise as a puppy, as a cub, raise the cubs, being your own cat or big cat, whatever you can call, it's different to be a whisper. So don't try this at home, guys, with wild animals. Wild animal are wild animal. Even pets can be unpredictable. Not it's completely the different stuff with wild animals like lion or something like that. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry that I didn't discuss the topic about the zoonotic parasite in human, but I will promise I'm gonna do it next time. Did you watch a woman who said that she has a telepathic connection with animal and she entered black jaguar place and was talking why jaguar was aggressive? I don't know how it's true or not. I don't know about this. If you have to deal with some psychic or mystic people, they can have those kind of skills and to talk why the animal is aggressive. It's in a wild animal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. if they can connect telepathic with a wild animal. I'm not that kind of guys that has those kind of. It's look doubtful to me too. Well, if I can see a video, I will see that. I can understand. I have the skill to understand it's true or it's a fake one. If a real person with a high skill, like a psychic or mysticism person, or medium, whatever you can call those kind of people. But if it's kind of scammers, I can understand. There are a lot of them. Well, you can send me the link of video. I will try to watch, and I'm gonna send you my honest opinion, what I'm thinking. It's true or it's false. Well, I know that some people can use hypnotic, not only to human but even to the animal. That's hypnotic. It works if they are very skillful people. They can use hypnotic. The other stuff I cannot say that. Hypnotic, yes, I've saw people hypnotic the shark. I've saw people hypnotic other people. I've saw very skillful people. Well, I don't possess those kind of traits, those kind of skills. So, but I know that there are people that exist. About this one that can connect telepathic with a wild animal, everything is possible. Never say never in this world. But most of them, there are a lot of scammers. There are a lot of scammers too. Okay, guys, thank you for everyone being in this live stream. I appreciate you. I promise I'm gonna come back to the topic about the zoonotic parasite that we can get from our pets, from our animals. Uh, we're gonna talk widely about this topic and how to prevent and treat the parasite, because 98% of the pet owners, they may infest with parasite and we don't know about that, especially the one that doesn't treat the parasites in their pet. If you don't do the deworm regularly in pets, you are in risk to have parasites too. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you. See you next time. Bye bye. What?